Let's get into a comfy position. So yes, welcome to today's show, which is a little tips and tricks about how to stay motivated. Cue some intros. Yes. Welcome. James and Crooner's big warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for the regular subscribers who keep coming back and watching my wonderful running shenanigans and updates. And if you are new, a big warm welcome. And you might want to consider to subscribe and click on the little face down in the corner there. So yes, let's do that. So cracking on to how. Oh, by the way, do you like my van? This is where I am. I'm out and about, so we do some filming wherever, whenever, just to keep you guys in on what's happening here. So yes, I'm halfway through my marathon training for Boston, London, and very much looking forward to this, getting back into the swing of things. And people often ask me, how do I stay motivated? How do we stay motivated in terms of our training? For a lot of us, and a lot of you may be watching, you might be coming up to your first marathon and you are halfway through your training, and now the training's going to be ramping up even more. Those long runs are going to get longer, and you're starting to think, and the mind starts playing games on us and thinking, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? But a lot of us, as we all know, those of us who have run marathons, the hardest bit of a marathon is just getting to the start. It's not the marathon race itself, it's getting to the start. Getting to the start of the race, that's the hardest part. So how? For me, I have lots of tips and tricks of how to stay motivated, and maybe some of these ideas will help you to stay motivated over the last half of our marathon training. So let's get to it. So yes, for me, ways of staying motivated. What keeps me motivated? What gets me up at 5 a.m. in the mornings to go out on the cold mornings and do me runs? The biggest thing for me is the why. Why am I doing this? Why are you doing a marathon? There's 100. If I spoke to 101 people, I'd probably get 101 different reasons as to the why. But for a lot of those, in particular, I know a lot of London Marathon runners are running for charity. The biggest why is you are running for that charity. Yeah. So you're going to be raising some amazing money for those charities and helping a lot of people who are less fortunate than us. And for me, I've done a lot of races for charities. You might have seen me wear the Hibs Lupus shirt, raising awareness about lupus. So for me, one of the reasons is I'm out there, I know I'm helping other people. I actually do know, because they've told me that I'm helping them. So it's a great feeling to know that I'm getting out there helping others. So the why, write down the why are you doing this, why are you doing that. So each time you get up, or when you come back from work, whenever you do your runs, you look at the why, and that's the motivation to get out there and keep running. That's one of my top tips in terms of how we stay motivated to keep running. One of my other tips, tip number two is having that training plan. If you have a plan and you stick to the plan, that in itself keeps us motivated, keeps us regular, consistent, and the training is there and to do that. And the thing to remember is, if for whatever reason you need to miss one of those training sessions, is not to get all hung up about it. Because at the end of the day, you're doing a long training plan, 16 weeks, however many dozens of days that is. You miss one day, it's not a big deal. You can even maybe miss a week, but there's all sorts of whys and wherefores in terms of the training. So having the plan really helps keeping us motivated. Tip number 3, and I think I'll just do this as my final tip, is that if you do have a plan, on that plan it'll have different sets of runs, and it'll say run for this time, and sometimes you might have repeats, sprints, or whatever. And for me, my mind is on that training point at that time. So my mind is in the moment. I talk a lot about mindfulness, meditation. I've been doing this for many, many years, and I've brought it into the running. And if you've not done it, it takes time. Practice, training. That's why we train. That's why we have practice. It takes time. So it's about being in the moment, not thinking about what happened yesterday or what may happen tomorrow. It's about now. what are we doing right now? So if I've got a 1K repeat, I'm just thinking about that 1K. I'm not thinking about I might have to do it 6 times and I'm only on my first one or second. I'm thinking of that moment, that time. Or if it's a 40-second repeat and I might have to do that 10 or 20 times, I'm not thinking, oh, this is number 2, number 3. I'm in that 40 seconds. I'm just in that moment. Got it? Makes sense? So that, my friends, in a nutshell, is 3 top tips of how to stay motivated. Number 1 is why. Number 2, having that training plan. Number 3, being in the moment, being in the now, and enjoying it. Enjoy the process. We're halfway through. This is a great journey towards our marathon, and I'm so looking forward to seeing many of you over either at Boston or London Marathon, where we can all run together and have a great time. Because as I've said through this vlog, the hardest bit is getting to the start. We're halfway through. We're nearly there. You can do it. You will do it. And we will have a great race on the day. So wherever you are, whatever you do, keep running, yeah! Oh yes, thank you so much. If you are still here at the end, thank you so much for watching, and I do love each and every one of you. Keep coming back each and every day, week, watching my vlogs. I really do appreciate it. The positive comments are amazing, and it does make me feel really good. And as I said, I hope you like this little van I've got. It's great. I've done many miles, going out camping, glamping, whatever you want to call it. It's great fun, and I love it. It keeps me out, great outdoors, keeps me active, keeps me wonderful. So bye. Mwah.